The latest Test power rankings have sent a clear message to the rugby world. The Springboks are once again the standard every international team is trying to reach. Following an exceptional Southern Hemisphere leg of the 2026 Nations Championship, South Africa have climbed to the top of the rankings with performances that showcased power, precision, and remarkable consistency. Their success has not been built on one outstanding player alone but on a complete team effort, guided by the brilliant leadership of head coach Rassie Erasmus, whose tactical vision continues to shape one of the strongest squads in world rugby. Throughout the tournament, South Africa looked composed under pressure and confident in every phase of the game. Whether it was dominating the scrum, controlling possession, or launching dangerous counterattacks, the Springboks consistently found ways to outplay their opponents. Every match reinforced the idea that this team has evolved beyond simply relying on physical strength. Under Rassie Erasmus, they have become a smarter, faster, and more unpredictable side capable of adapting to any challenge. One of the biggest strengths of the Springboks has been their incredible squad depth. Established stars have continued to perform at the highest level, while younger players have stepped in whenever required without disrupting the team's rhythm. That balance between experience and fresh talent has become one of South Africa's greatest advantages. Every player understands the system, trusts the game plan, and contributes whenever called upon, making the Springboks one of the most complete teams in international rugby. While South Africa celebrated another memorable campaign, France finished the tournament with several important questions to answer. Entering the competition, many experts believed Fabien Galthier's side possessed the quality needed to challenge for the No.1 ranking. Instead, moments of brilliance were too often overshadowed by inconsistency, defensive errors, and costly mistakes at crucial moments. France still displayed flashes of the exciting rugby that has made them one of the sport's most entertaining teams. Their attacking structure remained dangerous, and their ability to create scoring opportunities was never in doubt. However, against disciplined opponents, those opportunities were not always converted into convincing victories. Their match against Japan highlighted both their strengths and weaknesses. Although France secured the result, the Brave Blossoms exposed defensive gaps that stronger nations could exploit in future Test matches. Japan emerged from the championship with plenty of reasons to feel optimistic. The Brave Blossoms once again demonstrated that they belong among rugby's most competitive international teams. Their opening victory over Italy immediately captured attention, while their spirited display against Ireland earned admiration from supporters across the rugby world. Even against France, Japan refused to back away from the challenge, attacking with pace, intelligence, and confidence. Their performances reflected the steady progress made under head coach Eddie Jones, who has continued to rebuild the national side with a focus on speed, discipline, and fearless attacking rugby. While results did not always go their way, Japan proved they are capable of troubling even the biggest rugby nations and will remain a dangerous opponent throughout the remainder of the international season. Argentina entered the Nations Championship carrying significant momentum after an impressive run of performances over the previous year. Under coach Felipe Contepomi, Los Pumas had earned victories over several leading rugby nations and looked ready to establish themselves among the elite. Expectations were understandably high, but this campaign proved far more challenging than many had anticipated. Defeats against Scotland and England exposed familiar issues with consistency. Argentina produced periods of excellent attacking rugby, but struggled to maintain that intensity across the full 80 minutes. Their victory over Wales provided some encouragement, yet many supporters expected a stronger overall campaign considering the quality available throughout the squad. The foundations remain strong under Felipe Contepomi, but greater consistency will be essential if Argentina are to challenge rugby's top-ranked nations. Wales, meanwhile, continued their rebuilding journey under head coach Steve Tandy. While the final results did not place them among the tournament's leading teams, there were undeniable signs of progress. A valuable victory against Fiji boosted confidence early in the campaign, and their determined performance against Argentina demonstrated improved organization and resilience. The heavy defeat against South Africa was naturally disappointing, but it also highlighted how far the Springboks currently sit above most international sides. More importantly, Wales competed with greater belief than in previous meetings and continued developing younger players who gained invaluable experience against the world's strongest opposition. Under Steve Tandy, Welsh rugby appears to be moving steadily in the right direction. Australia also produced encouraging moments throughout the championship despite facing intense pressure before the tournament began. The Wallabies entered the competition determined to rebuild their reputation, and although results were mixed, several emerging players delivered performances that gave supporters genuine hope for the future. The coaching staff focused on developing a faster, more disciplined style of rugby while providing opportunities for promising young talent. Although defensive consistency remains an area requiring improvement, Australia's willingness to attack and compete against elite opposition suggested brighter days may not be too far away. Across every round of the nation's championship, one fact became increasingly obvious. International rugby has never been more competitive. Every nation now possesses players capable of changing matches with moments of individual brilliance, while coaching staffs continue introducing innovative tactical approaches that keep opponents constantly adapting. Margins between victory and defeat are becoming smaller with every passing season. That growing level of competition makes South Africa's dominance even more impressive. The Springboks have not simply won matches, they have controlled them. Every opponent entered the field determined to knock the world leaders from the top, yet South Africa consistently responded with calm decision-making, outstanding discipline, and ruthless execution. Their ability to handle pressure has separated them from every other nation competing in this championship. Fans around the world have embraced the excitement generated by the latest Test power rankings. Stadiums have been packed, television audiences have continued to rise, and debates surrounding the world's best teams have dominated rugby conversations everywhere. While supporters naturally disagree about the order of several nations, very few question which team currently deserves the number 1 position. Looking ahead, the international calendar promises even greater challenges. France will attempt to rediscover the consistency expected under Fabien Galthy. Argentina will look to build on the foundations created by Felipe Contepomi. Wales hope Steve Tandy can continue their impressive rebuilding project, while Japan will aim to keep improving under Eddie Jones. Australia also remain determined to accelerate their development as new players continue gaining valuable Test experience. For now, however, the spotlight belongs firmly to the Springboks. Guided by Rassie Erasmus, supported by outstanding squad depth, and driven by an unwavering commitment to excellence, South Africa have once again established themselves as the team every rugby nation must chase. Their performances throughout the nation's championship have demonstrated excellence in every department, from tactical planning and defensive organization to attacking creativity and clinical finishing. The months ahead will undoubtedly produce unforgettable matches, fierce rivalries, and fresh storylines across the international game. New stars will emerge, experienced leaders will continue inspiring their teams, and the battle for rugby supremacy will only become more intense. Yet after everything witnessed during this remarkable championship, one conclusion remains impossible to ignore. Any nation dreaming of becoming the world's best must first discover how to overcome the mighty Springboks, a challenge that, based on current form,